Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be creating a purple soft cut crease look. In this look, all the shades that I've used are complementing the family of purple, plums, mauves, and all the shades are complementing each other. So if you want to see this interesting look, let's get into the video. First, I'm starting with my brows and I'm using a spoolie brush and this pomade by Kiko. So I'm going to be linking all the products that I use in the description box. So don't worry about the shades and everything. So yeah, for today's video, I'm doing this soft cut crease. And for this kind of looks, which are a little dramatic, I'd prefer to take a pomade because this is kind of a product which will give you a fuller look, and the finish is very beautiful and it also is quite long lasting. So that is why I'm going to be taking the pomade today. But if you're not comfortable using the pomade, you can anytime go for a pencil or a shadow or a brow gel, whatever you feel like. If you see that I'm constantly brushing out as soon as I'm done with filling up my brow shape and I'm done with the strokes, because there is a very less play time in case of these pomades. So if you don't really if you're not really quick with brushing out any excess product, it might just stay there and it won't look that clear and sharp and crisp. Moving on to the eye base. Now for such looks, we need to cancel out the pigmentation that we have. So we create a clear base so that the eye makeup pops out. And for this, the color choice would be to go at least 2 to 3 tones lighter of your concealer, or you can just use any white color or basically very light color on your lid for the makeup to pop out. So I'm using the shade Porcelain on LA Girl, and after putting it, I'm just using a beauty blender to buff it out so there are no harsh lines and there are no what do you call these this product does not get deposited in my crease and it all looks similar. Next, I'll be taking a setting powder to just set my eye base and create a smoother surface for my transitions so that the color blends in very easily and it's smooth. Now with this fluffy brush, I will use my first transition color. But now you can see that I have a lot of lid space, so I can use this fluffy brush. But if you don't, then you have to go with a smaller brush if you have a smaller lid space so that precision can be achieved. So now I'll be using this lilac soft lavender color and start putting it in my crease and then go all over the lid. Now I'm building the color slowly, so the transition also looks beautiful that way. So go slow. You have to just go in circular motions around the crease and fill the color. And once it's done, I'm going to repeat the same on my second eye. Now I will be using this flat brush to fill my second color, which is this mauve plum color, and I will start depositing this color into from my outer corner to the inner corner of my eyelid, and I will stick to the crease. I will not go all over, just from the outer V to the inner corner. Miss Belly on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us. Now once you're happy with the intensity of the color, we'll move on to the second eye and repeat the process. Through the highways till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways. Don't even need to be that precise because we are going to cut the crease anyway, but make sure that the intensity of the color is equal. Now I'm going to use this small blending brush, and with this purple color I'm just going to diffuse the edges, and also it's going to add another color like you can just see right here. Now I'm going to mix the lilac and this rust brown color and then just go over my crease to soften the edges and give another transition.
No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat.
I'm also using the large fluffy brush to just soften up the edges, and I don't have any product on it. I'm just softening the edges. Now I'm gonna take this cranberry shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to put it right in my crease to intensify and give that depth.
None will come.
Again, using a clean fluffy brush to just diffuse the edges. Now I'll use the same color which I used as the base to cut the crease as well. Now I'll take this amount on the back of my hand, and using this precision very flat detailer brush, I'm going to first put the excess product on my lid, basically clean the brush on my lid, and now start cutting the crease starting from the inner corner to the middle of the lid. And then using patting motions, I'm going to just fill in.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow.
Taking a shimmer color, I'm going to go over the concealer, and I'm also going to just dab the product so that it gets fixed there and it doesn't move, just like this. Now I'm going to be using the smaller blending brush and taking the dark cranberry color. I'm going to deposit the color from the outer corner. I'm going to bring this color towards the inner center of my lid, and I'm going to diffuse the harsh line which was created by cutting the crease, so it looks very blended. Moving on to the next eye, I'm going to similarly cut the crease and then do the whole thing all over. The task is now to match this eye with my completed eye. So I'm just gonna fast forward this part. Yes, I'm not going to skip this part, so all of you all can have a recap of all the things that I did in my left eye. Now you can see this in the right eye. Now I'm basically going to take this flat brush again, and I'm just redefining the cut crease part. If there are any fallouts from the eyeshadow which I used, so which just to intensify that a white shimmer shade. Ta-da, it's done. I've also put on some lashes before I go ahead and start with my foundation, which is the LA Girl Pro Foundation in 2 shades. I'm going to mix 2 shades, and the details of the shades is going to be in the description box, so not to worry. Mixing one lighter shade and one warmer shade on my face to get the exact combination of my skin tone, and then I'm going to dot both the shades equally on my face. And now taking this flat applicator brush, I'm going to just spread it evenly on my face. This is just gonna mix the shades and going to make easier when I start buffing the foundation into my skin. Now I'm going to take this beauty blender by CS Essentials, and I'm going to just blend my foundation evenly using a dabbing motion. And for the smaller areas, like the areas around the eyes, around my nose and mouth, and also around my eyebrows, because they are done, I'm using the mini beauty blender, which allows me more precision. Now I'm going to highlight the areas which I want to put forward. That's the center of my forehead, my under eyes, the bridge of my nose, and the area around my mouth and my chin. I'm going to use this color yellow in the LA Girl Pro Conceal. Make sure that you're using very light hand and use the dabbing motions and not wipe the product away from the skin. We just have to dab it and push the product in the skin. Time to set the areas which I have highlighted, and I'm actually going to use loads of setting powder. You can also call this process baking. It's up to you if you want to use a beauty blender to just put it in the tub and just wipe around, dab around the areas that you've highlighted, but I'm just using a brush and using a generous amount to bake. In the meanwhile, I'm going to take these two shades, the cranberry plum shade and the rust orange shade, and I'm going to just smoke my lower lash. Now I'm going to finish my eyes using a few coats of mascara. By all means, go ahead and use it over your falsies, and do not forget to put a few coats on your lower lashes as well. Now using this amazing highlighter from the Wet n Wild range, I'm going to just highlight the inner corners using this precision brush or a small smudger brush, whatever you like. And then I'm going to also move it a little towards the center of my eye, the way how I'm doing it on my lower lash line. And I'm also going to put a tiny bit amount on my brow bone and use my finger to just blend it. Time to dust off the excess powder. Now I'm using this Makeup Revolution blush and contour palette, and I'm going to take this softer shade to just kind of give a very light shadow. And it's not really a contour shade, but I'm just going to use it as a contour, lightly give a dimension to my face, and then go ahead with the blusher and highlight. Don't worry if your face looks chalky at this point of time. I would not use the mist or spray right now, because I want my contours and blushes to apply very smoothly. The transition is very smooth when you have excess powder on your face, and once it's all done, then I'm going to use a mist or a setting spray to make it look dewy. Taking the same highlighter, I'm going to highlight the center points of my face, which is the bridge of my nose, my cheekbones, temples, and my chin and cupid's bow. Now for my lipper, I'm going to be using this purple mauve shade. You can also use a nude or a pink, whatever you like. Or you can just leave it with this shade on. But I'm going to go ahead and mix this shade by L'Oreal. This is one of my favorite nudes. I'm just going to touch lightly and I'm almost done.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go.
I hope you all enjoyed watching this video, and if it was so helpful, then do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.
Through the wastelands, through the highways.